I wanted to do it because I had the willpower, despite my workplace, despite the awkward situations, despite having to even pump in a bathroom and get pay cuts because I wanted to feed my child a certain way. Hello everyone, welcome to Pilgrim's Peace of Mind. My name is Shamira Pilgrim, and this has been a long time coming type of video. I'm currently a mother of 3 beautiful girls, and we are expecting our 4th child. And I want this video to pretty much go out to all of the new moms, the expecting moms, the moms that's experienced, that pretty much went through the phase of new motherhood, becoming a new mom, or having children before. And giving birth is one thing, right? But then you question yourself, what am I going to feed my child? How am I going to feed my child? And I went through that same phase. I breastfed all of my children, and I even went through a situation with one of my children where I had to also formula feed my child. So I have experienced both. But this specific channel, I want to really support the moms who are nursing and breastfeeding. I know that when I was a new mom, it was really hard to find content that supported me, that supported my journey, and that gave me the encouragement to keep going. I wanted to do it because I had the willpower, despite my workplace, despite the awkward situations, despite having to even pump in a bathroom and get pay cuts because I wanted to feed my child a certain way. I went through a lot. And I want to be able to share my story with the world. And I want the world to understand that we are all in this together. I want to build a community. I want to build a support system. I know that one thing that really bothered me with research from the National Library of Medicine, it pretty much listed that, especially African American women, we have the lowest rate when it comes to breastfeeding. Okay. Breastfeeding initiation for most Black women can be anywhere between 60 to 70 something %. And then it gets lower as the child gets older. So at 6 months, that decreases to 28%. And then it decreased to 13% at like 1 year old, 12 months. And I thought that that was a ridiculous percentage. You know, that actually breastfeeding is a blessing. I know it could be hard. I know it could be stressful. But in all, it could be a blessing. You know, the word in Genesis 49, it says, "And by the Almighty who will bless you with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lies beneath, blessings of the breast and of the womb." Breastfeeding is a blessing in itself. And our God has been trying to tell us that since the beginning of time. I mean, even in the book of Genesis, the first book in the Bible, it was telling us how much of a blessing breastfeeding can be. I know when I was a new mom, when I was an experienced mom, it was hard. Most of the women in my life, most of the women I was surrounded by, they chose not to breastfeed. And then I had a few here and there that motivated me. I had great lactation consultants, and I want to be able to share my journey, share my story, and also share the story and the journey of other women, especially women of color, for us to have the lowest rank when it comes to the experience and the journey of lactation. It really shocked me, and God has been laying this on my heart. And I really hope that you receive this with an open heart and open mind. Believe me, I know it's hard. A lot of women in my life did not breastfeed. Or if they did, they breastfed for a short amount of time for various reasons. You know, it's a lot of reasons why people choose not to do it. And best believe my page is definitely not something where I'm an expert. I'm not a lactation consultant. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I'm just a Black woman that's trying to create a community for other Black women or women of color in general that desire to breastfeed, but they don't know where to start. And I'm here to create that community so we can have that outlet and that beacon of hope. There was times when I breastfed and I didn't know what to do. I questioned myself multiple times. I went from having 2 ounces of breast milk at times to 12 ounces within a day. You can do it if you believe. And in this channel, you will get that content that you need, that you desire, that will help you, that will motivate you, that will encourage you. Really, God gave me this, okay? I've been wanting to do this for so long. It was me that delayed it, not God. He kept laying it on my heart. I have so many things in store for you women, for people in general that's just supporting this movement, even women who may not experience breastfeeding or choose not to. I encourage you to still push the women, and support the women who do want to do it. It could be a lonely walk sometimes. It can. I'm going to be real with you. It can be a lonely walk sometimes because majority of the women in this world choose not to breastfeed. And there were times where I was discouraged, but deep down inside, I wanted to know what my child was eating and how they were eating and when they were eating. And that's the reason why I chose that route. And that's the reason why I'm here today, to encourage those women that still question, that still wonder, that still want to. And even when they may fail, you fall down, you get back up again. And even if your milk supply is low one day, yes, it can get an increase the next day. But it's you have to be motivated, and you have to have that willpower to want to do it. But you also have to have a great support system. And that's what I'm here for. So please follow my page, like my page, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for listening.